welcome to Wednesday. So the general theme for this month is in relation to the walk to Brazil. So if you did not join the official activity, the focus for TCTSY practice is a little bit more on legs or feet. So that can still apply even if you're not participating specifically in the Walk to Brazil activity. And just to let you know, tomorrow is a holiday for July 4th, so we will not have practice for tomorrow. Practice will also be canceled on September 2nd. That is a Monday, and that will be Labor Day. I just want to make sure everyone knows. I know crisis line counselors set the schedules pretty far in advance, so I just wanted to make sure that everyone was aware. So I welcome you to use this time for yourself and consider what maybe feels supportive for you right now in this moment. And maybe that looks like more movement with a higher energy level, or maybe that looks like more rest or possibly more stretching. Maybe even more meditation or focusing on your breathing. Every day is different, and it's entirely up to you how you move, and how you exercise your mind as well during practice is always your choice. So whenever you feel ready, you may choose to begin possibly with noticing how it feels to arrive here in this moment, this morning in your body. You may potentially choose to scan some of the muscles in your face, maybe specifically in your forehead or in your jaw. You may notice in your neck or shoulders or in your back body any specific sensation. If you want, I welcome you to take note of your breaths as you inhale and exhale. And you don't need to change anything, simply just noticing where you feel the breathing, maybe in your upper body, maybe in your middle body, maybe in your sides. Sometimes you may feel some sensation in your back if you tend to hug in the muscles in your middle body as you breathe. If you would like, I invite you to set an intention. This can be any word or phrase, or maybe a concept that you would like to use to sort of ground yourself or connect you back to this moment. If you notice your mind starts to trail off and think about the future or think about the past, maybe reliving something that happened in the past, whenever you come to the realization that those thoughts are taking over, it can be helpful to remember that intention just simply as a tool that can be used to be able to choose where your attention is being paid. So maybe for a count of 2, or 2 breaths here if you want. And possibly for one more. Movement is never required, but if you would like, one option could be to begin with maybe some neck movement, possibly looking to the left and looking to the right. An option could be to connect the breathing with looking to the left and looking to the right. Really, whatever your pace of breathing, one option could be to match up the movements with that breathing. And this can be at any pace, or as always, you're welcome to pause within the movement as well if you prefer. Really just taking the opportunity to notice what you're feeling. For example, I am trying to keep up with my team for the walk to Brazil, and Spencer, the IT director here, walked 20,000 steps as every day. So day one, I tried to keep up with him, which was a huge fail. I was cramping all over the place. It was a disaster. So while moving, I noticed some specific places that may require a bit more of my attention, maybe some ice, maybe some extra stretching. So that being said, everyone is totally different. So I just invite you to notice, what's happening for you today and what's going on. So maybe, doing some neck movements if you would like for a count of 4, or maybe for 4 breaths. And maybe one more here if you want. If you would like, one option could be some type of shoulder movement, possibly cat and cow, more of a rounded shape or more of an expansive shape, sort of just an arch, if you will, could be one option. Maybe some shoulder turns, possibly moving at a faster speed, or maybe even a slower pace. So maybe for a count of 6, if you want. Possibly continuing here for 4 more if you'd like. maybe one more here if you want. So as I mentioned, today's focus is more so on the legs. So one movement that I'm gonna offer can be just a way to allow just a range of motion here for your leg, sort of a leg swing, either front to back or maybe even side to side. Two different directions, one or the other, or maybe both. So legs tend to hold up energy all day, regardless of if you're sitting throughout the day or standing. So this may be an opportunity to sort of, kind of let your leg just be and sort of hang down. So if you're seated, one option could be to scoot over to the side of the chair and allow your knee to sort of the floor. Oh, can hear my back pop as I started that movement. Maybe a benefit, I guess. So again, maybe for a count of 6 here, possibly on each side, and just taking the opportunity to notice whatever it is you feel throughout the shape. Maybe just releasing any tension or stress that you're hanging on to in your side body, middle body, or even your legs. So again, maybe beginning here for a count of 6 if you'd like. Maybe continuing for 4 more. Possibly 3 more here if you want. Maybe 2 more. And 1 more here if you'd like. So if you'd like, I invite you to switch to your second side and maybe spend a little bit focusing on that side if you want. And maybe again for a count of 6. Maybe continuing here for 3 more. Possibly 2 more if you want. If you would like, you can take a moment of sort of shaking it out, possibly your upper body. If you'd like, one option here could be a twist, or you could do a forward fold as another choice. totally up to you, maybe just for a count of 2. So next, I am going to offer a stretch, or also known as a lunge. And you'll notice I am going to use my chair. I welcome you to do so if you would like to use it for support or use a wall or not at all. It's entirely your choice. So one option here is to be on the floor and sort of lean forward using the chair as support. Or another option could be to push your foot back into the floor or back into the mat. If you're seated, one option could be similarly to push your foot into the floor or the mat and really just exploring the sensation, maybe in your leg, your upper leg or the back of your leg. And when you feel like you're in a good spot, one option could be to do sort of the opposite movement here and straighten that leg and then lean forward at the middle body. One choice here also could be to sort of adjust to facing forward. You may notice some sensation that may change from leg to leg, depending on the movement, maybe or maybe not. Just taking the opportunity to look for a different feeling in your legs throughout this movement. So maybe 6 here on each side, if you'd like. And if effort turns into struggle, I want you to know you are invited to maybe participate in smaller movements or find a place of rest. It does not have to be maximum effort or, full relaxation is totally welcome. Or maybe finding somewhere in the middle, wherever feels like a good fit for you right now. I invite you to remember that. So again, maybe starting here for a count of 6. Possibly continuing here for 3 more. Maybe 2 more here. And 1 more if you'd like. I welcome you to take a quick break if you'd like. Maybe shake it out, do a twist. Or when you feel ready, I invite you to switch to the second side if you want. And again, maybe here for a count of 6. Possibly continuing for 3 more if you'd like. And maybe 1 more here if you want. I welcome you to maybe do some ankle rolls or just turning your feet in or out. And of course, the number 4. So if you would like, I welcome you to put one ankle over the other leg. And another option here is to always stand if you would like a little bit more balance practice, or even laying down is an option as well. The number 4 is very flexible. You could even do it with, on your front body as well. So you can really do it however you want. So maybe for a count of 4 on each side. One option is to lean forward or to maybe flex your foot or point your toes. Maybe even do both back and forth, kind of just taking note of the difference in feeling or how that may change for you. It's entirely up to you. You're never stuck within movement, it's always your choice. So again, maybe here for a count of 4. Possibly continuing for 3 more. Maybe 2 more. And last one here if you want. Whenever you feel ready, I invite you to switch to the other side. Maybe noticing if there's a difference between left side and right side, if one side is maybe tighter than the other, which may be more flexible. So again, maybe for a count of 4 here if you want. Possibly 3 more here. And maybe 1 more here if you'd like. The last 3 minutes of practice are for rest. So you're welcome to do any last movements that you would like, and then transition to a time of rest whenever you feel ready. and we'll rest for 3 minutes and come back to close practice together at 9:44 Central Time. I welcome you to notice again what it feels like to arrive here in this moment and in your body. And if you would like to spend one more moment with your intention, I invite you to do so as well. A lot of our day is spent focused on other people. So this is just a brief moment in time, 30 minutes where we can focus on ourselves and really become friends with our experience and, what we are experiencing. So thank you so much for your time, your trust, and this opportunity to practice together. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you. Thank you.